My name is Marnix Vinkenborg. I'm 24 years old and based in Amsterdam. I'm a composer, producer, performer and theater maker, mostly of music theater. Well, it starts about reflecting on myself, on my day. So how did I feel today? Like very close to myself. And then I go and it goes and it goes about the whole world around and how do I see it. So it's really personal. That's how it starts and then it gets bigger because I feel a bit afraid of my computer, for example, or of my instruments. If I can create all music in the world, what should I create? This is really the struggle the whole time. So that's why I try to answer these questions from themes. So I create one theme based on one stream of conscious of thoughts, and I associate, and I pull, I get the onion, out, and then I find some way to see the playing field again. It's like you have a window with dust on the pane, you blow in it and you see the small pieces, and then suddenly you think, you have these moments, oh, I see now. And it's free from what I think of it or what others should think of it. It's just about seeing and perceiving. Yeah, what I like about visual makers is that they create mood boards. They have colors, they have an idea for the sound, they have personas in film or in the fashion show, for example. And I just actually make mood boards and mind maps myself of what I associate with it. So a nice example, I think, is Brian Eno. He is one of my, I think he is the biggest influence on my music and way of seeing things. There's a great book by Eric Tam also, Brian Eno, and the vertical color of sound. So it's about verticality in how you create layers, which are also with words and with politics or emotion, instead of horizontally, in which is like the drama of the piece. It comes later. First it starts with the sound. So, for example, what I have here is Oblique Strategies by Brian Eno and Peter Schmidt. And I think it explains how I work with others too. So I pull a card and it says, got a vital connection. Or it says, let me get one, define an area as safe and use it as an anchor. So a lot of associations can come up musically in how you can interpret it. To cut a vital connection, how would it sound like? And you can do this with actors too. If you read a script, how would this personage act in this way and how would it sound? So it's all about really opening up.
Mental exercises.
Mental exercises, yeah. I would like to think of how would this personage in the film make music and then do it. And then of course I put it in a line, in a composition, and then I order how the director wants it or how I think that the film would have the most power to it. So how do you translate that personage in the storyline? That's how I would perceive it.
And
yeah.
What if you disagree with the director?
That never happens.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, no, that's I think in communication is very important. I used to think when I was starting out composing and working with others and also for others, the interview aspect, almost journalistic side to it, you research the director, okay, it can go this way, but artistically how do I add value to it? So it also means I talk with the director, oh, I don't understand this in the script. So I try to understand the vision of the director, and sometimes the director comes back and asks for questions, or be it a designer or film director or someone who wants his song produced. You want to get the vision straight, and if you understand it, then you got it. So that's interviewing and communication in music. Yeah. When I was younger, I used to be very activist, left-wing. I was I had an activistic side. I went to demonstrations. I wanted change, but now I feel as an artist I can embrace it. because it is all very absurd. Donald Trump, for example, he was like a performance artist also, selling his own merchandise, having the Mar-a-Lago resort, his own Trump steak and all these things. So I try to look at the world as an art piece. So not taking it very serious that I can make a change, but I can look at it and use it. So this gives me endless inspiration to embrace the absurd. Yeah. Yeah, now I'm currently working on new music for Martin Malibu mostly.
Woohoo!
Yes, and it will be a bit more gothic. I think he's going through.
He's depressed.
Yeah, no, the corona is taking too long. But I'm also furtherly working on Penthouse pitch, the performance I did it over at I. And at Last Song of Eternity, writing it down, getting it really straight. And there's another idea coming up, but I don't know how to use it yet. And that's a performance about the schandpaal. And the schandpaal, you had it in the medieval times. You had to put your head to it and put your arms in it, and people would do things with you. So I would like to take that back to the time of now. How does it relate to the times we have now with, for example, cancel culture and all these things? This is something I'm curious about exploring, also because it's a bit provocative and dangerous to do. It starts on my own to conceptualize, and then I find the right makers for it. So that's, for example, with Pressure Cooker, which I feel is really a project about how I work. I work with 6 visual artists, and I said, okay, I want to do the most naive project, the most easy project. I want 6 artists and lock them up in a barrack for 7 days straight, and we'll see where it goes. And I set some rules. It will be a performance in the end, but in between it can be everything. So you get all these strange works out of it. For example, this, and now it means nothing, but if you put it in the context of the show, it can communicate everything.
It can be like a holy grail or something
Yeah,
magical.
that was what it was. This was made by Elodie Vreeburg, a visual artist, and it became this holy grail. So this is what I like. You take one approach. For example, with Pressure Cooker, I needed artists that can be locked up for a few days and can work that way, and then you put it together. That's
And it was easy to find people that you could lock down during 7 days?
Yeah, let's not go into that too much, because no, I had some crying people on the telephone just before the project, because it was a bit exciting and a lot to give also.
Yeah.
And that's, for me, is important in art. I like, personally, I like people to die for their art. I like it, that they just go, that the project is the most important, and then comes the rest. That's what I like. So yeah.
So you like to see the people suffering?
Yeah,
for their
but enjoying their suffering, like Jesus Christ. You know, oh no, he's not really enjoying his suffering, but yeah, I like passion. That's better. I like passion, and I think that comes. Passion can also have pain sometimes. For me too, of course.
I hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget, you can find more about Marnix in the next ones. Doei!